Hello, and thank you for watching Titan Radio Live. I'm Cameron Macedonio.
And I'm Meg Teeling. Today we have a special treat, Jazmine Lucero in the studio today. You can find her at Jazmine Lucero on Instagram.
Or check out the music platforms listed below.
Take it away, Jazmine.
Da 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 da, hey, yeah. I told you what I'm on, yeah. Drop the location, time to pull up on me. I'ma put you on, yeah. We could set the scene, play it out like we want it. I'll come right outside, show you a good time, yeah. You're what I need. Pick me up, spin me around one time, and like give it to me, babe. Got me up at 5 in the morning, like give it to me, babe. Yo quiero one more time, like give it to me, give it to me. I don't wanna waste no time. Give it to me, babe, no more time, yeah. Yeah, in my mind all day, ain't nobody else catching my eye like you. Let's get away, nothing like dropping the top, rolling around with you. One of a kind, it's true. Blowing my mind, it's you. Ven conmigo, suavecito. You got me like, give it to me, babe. Got me up at 5 in the morning, like, give it to me, babe. Yo quiero one more time, like, give it to me, give it to me. I don't wanna waste no time. Give it to me, babe, no more time, yeah. There's no sleeping, you're with me. Ahí listening. Escucha mi corazón. You know I really wanna. I love you long time, no fake. You know my love's never gonna fade. I'm going nowhere, baby. Give it to me, babe. Got me up at 5 in the morning, like give it to me, babe. Yo quiero one more time, like give it to me, give it to me. I don't wanna waste no time. Give it to me, babe, no more time, yeah. Da 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 da, hey. Da 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 da, hey. La lumbre, bring your body to me. Tell me what it's gonna be. No le hace que vea. Boy, it's just you and me in this world so cold. So let's turn up the heat. Flames in your eyes every time that you're looking at me. I'd be doing damage. Them other girls can't match this. Talking to me nasty. Turning up my savage. Dancing on you, pulling down my dress. Hands on my thigh, kissing on your lips. Lose all control when I get like this. Oh, you won't find no one like this. Don't stop doing what you're doing when we moving. Music, bring me closer to you. La da da, boy, you do it for me. La da da, la lumbre, bring your body to me. Tell me what it's gonna be. No le hace que vea. Boy, it's just you and me in this world to go. So let's turn up the heat. Flames in your eyes every time that you look at me. And me. And me. And me. And me.
All right, so you do a lot of dancing in your official music video for your latest release, La Lumbre. I'm curious though, how did your passion start for music and dancing? How did that all start?
So, good question. When I was a little girl, my music and passion for music and dance started actually because my mom, on my 7th birthday, I remember, she bought me a pair of ballet shoes. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? You know, like obviously I knew they were ballet shoes, but I'm like, what does this mean? And she's like, you're going to take dance class. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then when I took dance, like I just fell in love with it. And I was already like super like into sports and stuff at that time when I was younger. And so I didn't know what I was going to, you know, if I was going to like it or not. And then once I started dancing, I just fell in love with it. I loved the way it made me feel. I loved expressing my emotions through dance. I mean, I was young at that age, but I grew to like, you know, realize that this could actually help me like express my feelings and just how like, you know, what I'm going through. And then the love of like singing, I've always been around it. I'm in a Hispanic culture. My family are all like on my mom's side of the family are all musicians. So they play music, instruments and like all the time. And then we're always singing in the kitchen. Like it was never super professional, but it was always around me. So I grew up with it and the culture. And then I just fell in love with being on stage and like the feeling that I got when I'd perform. And like, it was just, it could be either way, dancing, singing. And so then I was like, oh my God, let's do this all. And actually my uncle, who's my manager, he got me into like doing it professionally. And I'm so grateful because it's literally what I love to do. And like, I can't imagine doing anything else. The feeling is just unreal. And yeah, I just love it.
I love that, and I feel you, like especially like the cultural aspect.
Yeah.
I know you've also done a lot of work on your YouTube channel since about 2014, hauls, pranks, challenges, vlogs, all that. How do you feel your social media career has kind of influenced your music career and your personal music style?
It's really funny because I feel like I was doing music first and then I started to do like social media and it started with, I don't know if you guys remember, but Musical.ly. It was before TikTok days and that's kind of where I blew up a lot. And then my boyfriend at the time and we got really popular on our YouTube channel doing challenges and things like that. And I loved YouTube, so then I started doing it on my own. And then it turned into TikTok. And yeah, just social media has always been a part of my career, I guess. And it kind of like helped, you know, hand in hand with the singing and stuff. So that's, yeah, kind of how that went.
That's really awesome to see. Like, you've kind of gone along with the evolving of social media and turning it into this big thing for you. So are you down to play us another song?
Yes. My latest single, it's called Is This Love? And I hope you guys like it. It's a little bit islandy vibes, and I wear my islandy vibes shirt, okay, for it. So let's go.
Think about you in the morning, fantasize through the day, dream about you at night. Oh, baby, is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love that I'm feeling? 'Cause I went through these feelings once before. My last feelings left my heart broke on the floor. Said I wouldn't get caught in the wind. I just might try these feelings again. You treat me like a queen, yeah, loving me so easy, touching on my body, call me mamacita, cut off everybody, gave me every reason. Where you put it down, papi, I ain't never leaving. Fantasize through the day, dream about you at night. Oh, baby. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love that I'm feeling? 'Cause I've been through these feelings once before. My last feelings left my heart broke on the floor. Said I wouldn't get caught in the wind. I just might try these feelings again. Started out crushing, felt like nothing. I didn't think this was gonna turn into something. Heart locked up, boy, you got the key. You've been running through my mind on repeat. Just think about you in the morning, fantasize through the day, dream about you at night. Oh, baby, is this love
that's my latest single called Is This Love?
I really loved your song, so thank you for that. And I found this really cool. You had the incredible opportunity to perform at the 2022, I want to get this right, Life is Beautiful Festival in Las Vegas. And the headliners there were Lorde, Arctic Monkeys, Jack Harlow. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and what's one moment that you'll never forget from it?
Okay, so it was, okay, performing at Life is Beautiful was like surreal because I've like always dreamt of performing at a music festival, and I know Life is Beautiful. I don't know a lot of music festivals, and that one I knew, and it's in Vegas. I love going to Vegas, and just literally being chosen, and like, because you had to like, you know, audition for it and stuff, and like they chose me to do it, and then I got to like headline, which was insane. And it was so surreal. Like the sound check moment was crazy, just being up there because the stage was cool, you know, and it's definitely one of my bigger shows. So I was just very humble and grateful and trying to take it in, because I know a lot of times in the moment, I'll just like forget to take in the moment, you know, and like really appreciate what I'm doing. And it's just like, it's cool because I think one of the moments that I remember when I was performing was one of my slower songs. I was sitting on a stool and just singing into the camera, and I just gave thank you to everyone that was watching on the live stream, because I had a lot of people that couldn't make it, but they were watching live. And so that was really cool, and just like taking a deep breath and like appreciating where I was at, because sometimes I forget to do that, you know, but it was super cool. And just preparing for that too, the whole experience, like we had rehearsals all the time. Like I was literally dancing every single day. And even up until the show, like we were rehearsing, learning choreography. I had to like remember my lyrics. I was like stressing out about everything, you know, but it eventually all came together, which was awesome. And the other good thing that I got to do was watch Jack Harlow, because I love him. Shout out to Jack. Hopefully one day we could do a song together.
That sounds like it must have been such a like crazy, surreal experience to be up on that stage. Now, would you ever be open to collaborating with other artists, or do you have like a dream artist that you would just love to collaborate with someday?
Yes, I definitely would love to collaborate with Jack Harlow. And then probably like another singer I'd love to collaborate with, just because I feel like she could be my vibe, would be like Becky G. And like, it'd be a dream to collab with J-Lo. She's amazing. And I feel like we're very similar as artists, like performer, dancer, singer, and then obviously the entrepreneur thing too. So I'm like, hey girl, Latinas, let's collab. And then actually, I think there's another person. Who was it? I literally would love to collaborate with so many people. But lately I've been listening to Tate McRae. I don't know if you know who she is. And she's another fellow dancer. She won So You Think You Dance, and I love her. So it'd be cool to do a song with her. I feel like we'd sound good together.
Yeah, I would really be looking forward to hearing all of those songs.
Thank you.
Now, for your final song, what will you be playing?
Okay, so my last song is actually one of my favorites so far. Like when I perform anywhere, this is like the song I'll close with, even though it's like a little bit of an older song for me. But it's called 100%.
Let's get it started right, make no mistakes. Let's kick it for the night until our fate. I know you feel it now, so let's not wait. I wanna show you how I like to play. 'Cause when you come around me, suddenly the storm is calm. Yeah. And if you ever hold me, promise that you'll hold on strong. Yeah. At night I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your love is strong, give me a call. From the back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end. 100%. No subtraction, only adding. 100%. Not just words, I need that action. 100%. I made it clear just what I'm asking. 100%. Your love. I know just what you need. I know just what you like. Todo siempre para ti. This ain't just for the night. Ain't the time to be shy. I know that you wanna be mine. Let's not waste our time. Cause when you come around me, suddenly the storm is gone, baby. And if you ever hold me, promise that you'll hold on strong. Yeah, yeah. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby. If your love is strong, give me a call, boo. From the back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end, 100%. No subtraction, only adding, 100%. Not just words, I need that action, 100%. I made it clear just what I'm asking, 100%. Pure love. Hey. I wanna know what's on my mind. I bet you do. Trust me, boy, just hit my line. I promised you a real good time. Boy, this is your sign. 100%. No subtraction, only adding. 100%. Not just words, I need that action. 100%. I made it clear just what I'm asking. 100%. Pure love.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to Titan Radio Live, and a huge thank you to the very talented Jazmine Lucero for coming down to our studio and performing for us.
Be sure to check out Jazmine on socials and on all the music platforms listed below. I'm Cameron Macedonio.
And I'm Meg Teeling, broadcasting here from Cal State Fullerton. We'll see you next time.